Hi everyone! Where I left off last time, I was able to do a little bit more work. I haven't been able to record everything I've been doing though because my parents have also been in the garage working on the camper van. Which actually, to be fair, for me is working out alright. Like, I think neither of us are getting each other's way. Mum and Dad have kind of started in here. I've just put the bike out there to keep it out the way. And bonus for me really, because my mum actually put in the effort to clear out the garage, which was really good. Like a ton more space back there, and it's just kind of like all the dust and the leaves and shit are all gone and everything's been organised, so it's me and my dad have just been kind of like dealing with it as it was. Mums do what mums do, and she made it like 100 times better to work in, but yeah, so that was pretty good. The only thing is I haven't been able to do any recording because either they're passing in here or it's too loud for me to talk, blah blah blah. So they're on their lunch break right now whilst I kind of do a little bit explaining. I feel like last week I didn't explain very well what I'm actually doing. I got a lot of comments kind of missing the point of what I'm doing with SISSY bars right now. Essentially, the SISSY bar and the rounded bit that goes around the mudguard, I haven't had much of an issue with since I started using the thinner bar. The thing I'm having an issue with is attaching it from frame to mudguard. I've got a very small amount of space that I need to make a lot of tight and awkward curves in. And the problem is, even if I get a wire prototype, which I made several of these a long time ago, it still doesn't replicate what I need to do on here well. Even if I follow this, it's not. And I'm not an engineer, I'm not good at math, and it's very hard to see what shape I need to make. So it is just trial and error. It's fine, I'll go over there. A lot of it is just trial and error. I'm trying to make a prototype, I'm not trying to make the final product. And when you make prototypes, you have to keep making and making and making and discarding and making and discarding and failing over and over again till you get it right. That is just how that works. I'm new to this and I know that, like, especially when I've got so little skills, it's just a part of doing it. I'm not bothered, I'm happy to keep going until I've completely exhausted every idea I've got. Also, it's just a little something called perseverance. You know, I'm not gonna give up after 5 goes, that's ridiculous. However, saying after 5 goes, that was after the last video. Since then, it's been a lot more than 5 goes. So here we've got a lot of the failed attempts to make... Get the fuck away from my bike. Oh, that's fine. Oh, there's a fly in here. Fuck off. So here are a lineup of the failed attempts I did on the smaller 12mm bar. It's just where I've either bent it too far one way or I've ended up snapping it. Yeah, just stuff like that. But like, I get very close and then I just do one bend wrong or I snap it, or, you know, that's fine. We're getting there, I think. Instead of heat and bending it for a prototype, just because it takes so much time to do, I was trying to use the method I would use to make the final product in the prototype, you know, just to get a feel for it. But I guess it's taking me a lot longer to do that, so what I'm doing instead is I'm doing a cut and weld. This isn't what I'll be doing for the mud strut because it's not as strong as just bending and my welding skills are not up to par. So I'm just doing this to get an idea of where or how I should bend it when I do actually bend the final product. Got a lot more metal than I did last time. I got 4 bits of 1 meter metal rod, so hopefully I can get enough practice in to get it right. I'll show you on the bike exactly is what I mean about the struggle I'm having for making a prototype. So the issue I'm having is getting a length long enough to fit in between here, and then also having the two curves that go. I need to make two curves on this bottom curve here, one that goes down and one that comes up as well along the frame. So if you see where it's not quite exactly where it's meant to be. See how that goes along there, and then I'll need this one to, this bottom half to come up along the frame. I think I've already messed up this one as well. If you can see, if I pop the mud guard on properly, it's a little bit far away. I'll try and make the angle a bit sharper, but that probably won't fix the problem. Alright, I'm gonna head out and weld these on next, and then I'll probably be making an incision on the bottom here to bring this part of the rod up, and we'll see how that works out. Now I'm just going to make an incision on the end of it here to bring that rod up. Just gone 4 o'clock and I finally managed to finalize the prototype that fits in here nicely. So I haven't added the rest of the curve and the SISSY bar to it yet because I wasn't struggling with that bit. This was the bit I wanted to make a prototype for. I was hoping to just heat and bend the whole of this shape, but I've been told that without an oxypropane torch it wouldn't really be viable, so we're going to do a mixture of heat and bend and cut and welding, I think. I'm not going to be doing that though because, as you can see, it's not going to be structurally sound if I do it. But there we go. I think it makes a good fit. Bits in there, along in there, alright as well. I just think that shape I think it looks really cool the way it all connects. So I planned this video to end on something different today. I was meant to be in the garage proxying my tank. Basically the plan was, because my parents have to do it for the van, that my dad was just going to show me how to do it at the same time and get my tank done at the same time, so you know, 2 birds 1 stone type thing. They are still shock blasting the bodywork of the camper van right now, and it's like 4 o'clock I have a gig to go to tonight, as do they. We're all going to a gig together, so I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that, so never mind. A little bit of an abrupt end to the video, however I can show you guys my brand new controls. So I got my K-Tech Deluxe brake and clutch levers with the master cylinder on as well on this side, so that's pretty cool. I think they look quite cool on the bike. I'm not gonna go put it on yet because I still have yet to buy like controls and things. I did buy a throttle grip, but I still need the housing to put the throttle grip into. And then I've also brought these, the Vans waffle grips. They are a little bit bright when you look at it on the bike as it is now. I'm hoping when the paint's all done up, and also when I kind of use this a few times and it's kind of like worn down a bit, it will kind of fit in a bit better. But yeah, so kind of like those two. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's pretty good stuff. So that's my little mini haul of things. I've also got my colour here. So went to my local paint shop, as I said, and I've got my colours. It says here motorcycle fan 507 white Y4. Oh, actually, motorcycle fan might just be me, the customer. Yeah, thinner, don't really need that, and the colours in here. But the colour is a little bit lighter than the beige that's on here. This isn't the actual colour, it just so happens to be a similar one. This is the thinner, so this is not the paint colour. This is the paint colour. It says white Y4. I'm hoping it's not that white. I picked kind of a beige ivory colour, so I'm hoping it's not white. I didn't pick white, but it's an off-white, I guess. So yeah, that's essentially it. I brought these from Cult, and then I brought the K-Tech from Hot Parts UK. You know, they were relatively, I mean, most K-Tech parts are around about the same price, whichever store you go to, but Hog Parts kind of had the cheapest in terms of like delivery and things like that for the UK anyway, so that's why I went to those guys for it. It was kind of cute actually, they gave me a free bag of sweets, like a free bag of Haribo, so thanks guys, that was cool. I do have a bunch of stickers I'm excited to put on the bike when I finally get round to it. I'm going to put all the kind of the parts that I brought. So I've got Van stickers, Hog Parts. I got my friend Sean's sticker because he's helped me out a lot. 13 Co. It's a clothing brand that I really like. My own sticker. Some more Sean's. I've got a few tattoo artists as well, so I might stick those on. And Vintage Chops sticker as well. I don't know where I put that. I put it somewhere. Vintage Chop was the guy who did my handlebars, so we'll be putting that on there as well. Oh, there it is. That's for another day when I'm a little bit further down the line, probably. Pop these back. Maybe next week will be epoxy and prime, and maybe even paint for the tank. Possibly the SISSY bar will be finished, fingers crossed. Might be even painting the mudguard if that's the case, because that's kind of what was going to happen next with that. I do need to buy, obviously, like I said, the controls, but I'm not doing so well for money this month, so I might not be able to purchase the controls as of right now. I'm going to try and scrimp and save a little bit to see if I can afford a pair of, I'm going for like probably black switches is what I'm thinking. They can be up to like 50 quid, sometimes more, sometimes less, so yeah, I might be able to put some money aside for that, so we'll see. So yeah, thanks guys. Thank you for being patient with me and for your support and everything. I will be back here next week, fingers crossed. Enjoy the rest of your week, get up to cool things. Yeah, take it easy.